Hi, and welcome everyone to another episode of the Unboxed Cat. So today we are going to be talking about one major topic, which is the evolution of sales and marketing and advertising and where it's going. How it can benefit you as a salesman if you're a salesman watching this, or as a business if you're a business watching this. This will give you the tools and the tips that you need to be able to navigate yourself to create the proper sales funnels in the future. We're going to talk a little bit about the history of sales, what it used to be like, and what sales is coming to be today. So I will see you on the other side. All right, guys, I apologize. I tried to block out the wind as much as possible, but hurricane season has started a little early here in Florida. So I apologize up front. Okay, so the first thing that we need to talk about is the history of sales. Back in the 60s and 70s, sales used to be something that was a respectable profession. You went, you saw your local salesman. If you knocked on your door, you knew that you could trust them. Over time, as they put more and more pressure on salesmen to go out and make more money, and salesmen wanted to find easy, lazy ways, because being a salesman, you have to have some sort of laziness, not the bad laziness in the sense that like you don't want to do any work, but laziness in the sense that you're going to look for shortcuts. And being a salesman, that's kind of that's part of your personality trait as far as being a salesman. So over time, lazy salesmen who were looking for a quick buck destroyed trust, and then companies in their need for greed just figured that they would hire everyone and bombard people because they really weren't worried about their customers. They were worried about the bottom line. They needed to get more sales, meet more quotas, so that their shareholders would not oust them as far as being like the CEO or whatever, because their company isn't growing in profit. So you have all these different pressures that actually destroyed the sales industry. Now with the digital age, the sales industry is starting to change. It's changing dramatically. See, back in the day, going to a titty bar and getting drunk, on your lunch was a normal thing. Nowadays, with the way that sales is becoming, the ethics and the trust is starting to come back. Now, you see these people, they're on YouTube, they're doing affiliate marketing, they're doing influencer marketing, they're doing videography, they're doing, your pay-per-click, your digital advertising. This is what your modern salesman has become. So instead of doing like what I did when I first started almost 25 years ago in the sales industry, selling Kirby's door to door, to over the last 10 years, I started my own businesses, and I have had to do my own sales, create my own sales processes, and so on and so forth. And I think that's what's brought me to this conclusion, is that, although we started off with trust, a girlfriend once told me that, the world operates in a pendulum of cause and effect. And so we started off over here in trust in the 60s and 70s and the 50s, but then we ended up over here by like the 70s, 80s, and 90s where nobody trusted. So now we're on that swing back. And I think that influencers are going to be a big part of how you restore integrity. So what does this mean for you, and what does this mean for your business? Let's go ahead and tackle this in two separate ways. First of all, let's talk about businesses first, because if you're a salesman, you're going to want to know this up front so that you can understand how to be a better salesman. So as far as business goes, as a business, you have the ability as a manufacturer. So small businesses are going to really kind of go to the wayside, and it's going to be more like individual businesses. Small businesses traditionally you're looked at as hiring your own individual employees, having maybe anywhere from 3 to 20 employees as a typical small business. But in today's business market and the way that it's trending is that everybody's going to become a solopreneur. And I'm actually really, really excited about it because I think it's the right thing to do. I do not think that the average individual, unless they just don't want to, everybody has their place in I once met a billionaire once who told me that everybody has their place in life. The garbage man wants to be there because the garbage man likes doing it and he gets paid good enough. It does not make him any more or any less than another individual. Everybody has their roles, but so many people want to be independent and want to be able to live the lifestyle that the modern society has given us with, instant gratification and technology and the ability to get goods from all over the world in a matter of days instead of weeks or months or possibly even years. The way that things are being built at an astronomical rate, and now we're starting to mechanize the workforce. So places like McDonald's are starting to get their own burger patty machine. I just heard a story on the radio where they've got this machine that's being tested out right now where it takes 6 minutes to cook a burger. It's going to freeze it, or it's going to refrigerate it, it's going to freeze it, and it's going to drop it down, it's going to cook it, made to order, and it's going to be a mass production burger, which means it's always going to taste the same. It's never going to deviate from flavor. There's not going to be any employee difference made in there, which now opens up the door to these lower employees. What are they going to do? They're going to have a better market to be able to become solopreneurs. So as a small business, as a solopreneur, you're going to have the opportunity to create, let's say you design a product and you want to have it manufactured. Well, you can go and you can hire the companies to go do the production of the company. And then instead of being able to go out to all these different storefronts and saying, okay, I will sell you this product and I'll give it to you on consignment at this price, and I'll give you this product at this store on consignment at this price because these are the profit margins, because here we can sell it for 20, over here we can sell it for 50. And as a manufacturer, as the root of the whole economic model that we have, because without things being produced, without goods and services, we don't have an economy. So having those production centers are important. But instead of having the middleman where you have like Target and Walmart, now what's happening and what will happen over the next 5, 10, and 15 years is you're going to see that these manufacturers are going to start contracting with solopreneurs. And the solopreneurs, like me, are going to sit there and say, well, I have an affiliate link down in the bottom. If you like this product, I rave about this product, go and purchase this product from this link and I get a commission off of it. And that is how small business and solopreneurs are going to change over time, because you're going to cut out the middleman. And then what that does, and let's get into the salesman part. So what is it going to mean for you as a salesman? If you're selling products and being a captive agent for a company, you're losing out on a lot of opportunities. Now it also depends. You have different avenues. You are a salesman. You should be able to know how to be able to maneuver yourself around. One of the things that I find that makes a good salesman is one that is able to think on his feet and find quick solutions. So those are the salesmen that I'm talking to right now. So if you can think on your feet, find quick solutions, and you got quick comebacks, then you should be able to be successful moving over into the realm to become independent. So a while ago, maybe 10 years ago, I was in the insurance industry, in the financial industry, and I sold health, life, and annuities. It was very lucrative, and it was right before the Affordable Care Act became law, or Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, when I stepped out, because I found out that the commission structure was going to go away. So instead of giving you the year's premium up front, your commission off of the year's premium up front, what they would do is they would just pay you monthly, like what they did with auto insurance. And when they stopped paying auto insurance on an annual commission, because they knew that the customers were going to be constantly switching and that they couldn't count on the annual premium anymore, then they ruin it. And for me, so being a captive agent became way more cumbersome than it needed to be. So what I was able to do, and and what I decided to do was to start going independent, and I went independent. And I did that for a little while, but it's still, the commission structure didn't fit what it is that I wanted to do. And I think that really what I was learning over time and honing in is that if you do not get away from being captive by a company, any company, and you don't go out on your own and you don't build a reputation, sales of the future is going to be about being an influencer, about building a reputation, about being somebody that people can go to. People want to learn how to do things. They want to learn how to become better at what it is that they do. And everybody has a skill set. So, the guy at the top could teach the guy in the middle could teach the guy in the bottom. And as everybody moves up, everybody's teaching everybody. And then as they build that reputation, because they're building programs that work and that actually have some sort of functionality to it, you're building a reputation, you're building a personal brand, so that now the companies come to you and say, hey, look, I want to sell this product. I want to, because of your niche and what it is that you talk about, I want to come to you and give you an opportunity to sell my product. I will give you this much commission. Now, at this point in time, you get the opportunity to negotiate your commission, negotiate your terms of service, because now all of a sudden you're being sought after as a salesman. So just as they're mechanizing the workforce, the sales industry in a way is being gutted by cutting out the middleman and going straight to the salesman from the manufacturer. Now, you're going to have groups out there that do services and stuff like that, like your cleaning service, your plumbing service, your electrical service, your services, your maid service. Those services are still going to be out there, and those guys are going to need salesmen as well. And it's going to be important that as you build your brand, as you build your influence, as you build your reputation, that as an individual salesman, you take the time to also help out those service businesses. Maybe have them come and demo a service for you. Okay, I want the electrician to come in. I need an electrician. This is what I need them for. I can have them come demo it. And then I may have to pay the wages or pay the fee for that. But then they also give me an affiliate link because I'm turning that into a video, which then now as a salesman, you're going to get the opportunity to get a lot of products for free or at a discounted price. And being a captive salesman, you only get it from the company that you're working for. Whereas if you're an independent brand that uses your influence to be able to sell products that are going to be good for the customer. As a captive salesman, what they teach you is that you are operating in the company's best interest, not the customer's best interest. Now, I never really adhered to that. That's why I was successful, because the thing is people want to know that you hear them, that you care about them, and that you know how to fix their problem, and you're not going to take advantage of them. That is the core to being a good salesman. And if you can build that trust, and if you can build that rapport, and the quicker you can build that trust, and the quicker you can build that rapport, the easier it is going to be to make a sale. And that is going to be the difference between a successful and a non-successful. Because the thing is, as a captive agent working for that company, you're operating in the company's best interest. The company is paying you to operate in their best interest. Whereas as an independent salesman, and what it's going to be in the future, you get the opportunity to dictate your own terms. You create your own ethics. Are you going to be that greedy salesman that says, I'm just going to sell anything and everything because I'm all about the money? Great. You're only going to have a certain amount of success. And you have to get really, really good at being a snake in the grass versus somebody who's honest and sits there and gives an honest review of the product and says, look, if this product is going to fit your needs, this is why you would need the product. And they take the time to actually go through the sales process in the demo or unboxing video. Then they give the customer the opportunity to make an informed decision on their own and decide if they need it. Because the problem with America, and the reason why we have the debt problems we have, is because salesmen have convinced people to buy things that they can't afford and rack up debt in the name of commission because it's a job and I need to make some money. Well, guess what? Now that if you take the opportunity to go and become independent, that is one less ethical conundrum that you have to worry about, because now you get your instead of going out there and trying to find the customers are finding you. And that is a big difference. And that means that you can sit there and give them an honest review, because instead of being the guy that sits there and says, well, you need to buy this product and this is why, and da 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 da, because in the back of his mind, all he's thinking about is commission. And versus the guy who says, okay, well, everybody's coming to me to see what I think because they trust and value my opinion and how I view it, because the products that they purchased after watching one of my videos always turned out to be a really, really good and reliable product, and they were always honest. And that person is not gonna, they're not looking to make money, because they're gonna make money off of any advice that they give you. Oh yes, if you want a good camera, go over here. If you want good grip tools, go over here. If you want good lighting, go over here. If you want a good sound system, go over here. And so as they're sitting there and they're referring you because they built the trust with you, and they have taken that opportunity to really get to know you as a solopreneur, you now have a lot more influence, which is going to become more valuable for you as a solopreneur. And so that's all I have to say on this product. Now, if you stuck around to the end and you actually enjoyed this, again, I am an affiliate marketer. I am starting in the affiliate marketing business. I will tell you a little bit about my story in the background, but if you look down in the affiliate, or if you look down in the description, you will see the affiliate link and a brief description of the product and why I think it's relevant to this particular video, and why I think you would benefit from it. So until next time, I will see you guys again.